We like cheese.
We like cheese.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Wildly Uninteresting Podcast. Welcome to the Wildly Uninteresting Podcast, episode 80.
80, boy.
80.
80.
Wow. Yeah, man, welcome to the show.
80.
In a surprise to us at the podcast. And to our viewers, welcome back, Sleepy.
Mr. Sleepy, I'm back in this motherfucking building. Oh, by surprise.
I was in the building, and I see him sitting there, and I'm like, what is this?
What is going on?
Who's that Pokemon?
Back him up.
Yeah, man, thank you for stopping by again, dude.
Thank you for
Out of
having
nowhere.
me
That
again.
was crazy.
I know, man. Thank you for having me again, man. It's magical.
Magically
delicious out this motherfucker.
Not only did we catch our viewers off guard, but you caught us off guard. So that's awesome, man. We appreciate you coming out.
We really like
I like
surprises.
Yeah, dude.
Hey, man.
I like
Especially
surprises when it's to us, not to other people.
Could we say he's a friend of the show?
Yes.
Oh, yeah,
Of
definitely.
course.
You're
I'm
on
a
like
supporter.
episode, you have like 3 episodes now?
Yeah.
Yeah,
It's
man.
crazy. I'm about to be like Dr. Sexwoods here.
You're better than that son of a
Better
bitch.
than that.
Damn,
Who's
don't
probably listening right now. Fuck you, Sexwoods.
Yeah, fuck you,
Ooh.
Sexwoods.
Yeah.
We were at Walmart a while ago,
on
and I
and
thought there
defend
was
yourself.
Sex Woods in the thing, man.
We
It
definitely
looked just
saw a
like
guy
him.
that looked just like him.
Yeah, he has a doppelganger. Ganger?
God.
Yeah,
Ganger?
ganger.
Just get him on the show, too.
Yeah.
Both of them.
They'll
I
go at
cannot
it.
imagine.
That shit would be funny.
Doctor and Professor Sexwoods.
Yeah, dude.
Oh God. Actually, the guy that we saw at Walmart though looked a little bit like he might like kids. So
Yeah,
Oh,
dude.
no.
Yeah.
Like them?
Like
Yellow glasses like them?
like hand in the
Yeah.
pants like him.
hand in the
no.
pants. I wonder if that's the thing. Like, society has like shown us an image of a pedophile so much that we're like, that dude looks like it, or does he truly like? Our instincts were like, he looks like he touched kids. Like
Yeah.
I can sense it.
Like, you can really tell sometimes. Like,
Yeah,
sometimes you
it's
can.
obvious sometimes.
It's just the way they smile.
It's
Or
everything.
Or they
just
always
have that
candy.
build to him.
Yeah.
He said they have candy.
Like all the time.
They
He was
do.
definitely driving a van.
It's either a
Yeah.
fat secretary lady or it's a pedophile.
Yeah, it's
Dude,
a
like-
teacher.
She had like that dope comb over. He had long hair, but a comb over, and I don't understand
Oh, okay, yeah.
why you would hang on to long hair. He was bald up here, but he had this like little thing,
Yeah.
and he combed it over into his long hair.
Yeah,
But it was just so weird, man.
I don't understand what that is.
Yeah.
Why would you
This
leave
is a
this?
guy, man.
God, he really did.
Yeah.
Always,
He don't
really
just want to
did.
let it go. You know what I'm saying? Sometimes we have the little pride in us. Be like, man, I think I can still pull this shit off, man.
I told
He really
Adam.
did always have a lot of candy, though.
Oh shit.
I
He had that
asked
haircut
Adam,
too.
Do you think if I went up and told him, like, if he shaved his head, someone might fuck him if he'd shave his head? Because,
Yeah.
like, you just gotta let that shit go.
If you clean that
It
shit
looks
up,
so
I might
bad.
suck your dick.
Or
Not
wear a
me,
hat.
but
But I might,
someone.
yeah.
It's like Silent Bob could be bald up top, and you'd never know because he always has a hat. Just wear the hat,
Yeah.
and then like let the other shit flow out, man. You'll look pretty cool, right?
Mm-hmm.
I guess so.
Yeah.
Yeah,
All
but
kinds of cool.
a half mullet.
You could get extensions.
No
Add
party
it
in the
to-
front,
to all this
or
shit
business in the
here.
front.
God.
Extensions
Under construction in the
Yeah.
front, party in the back.
Yeah, under construction.
Under construction.
No, but
Eventually, you just gotta let
depleted.
that shit go.
pedophiles
Yeah.
also look like dudes that are like living in their mom's basement, playing Dungeons and Dragons with their buddies and shit. They have the same look to them, like that translucent pale skin, unhealthy look to them. That dazed and confused
Yes.
stare. And
I like
nothing.
translucent.
Translucent.
It does. It's almost like you can see their muscles and their veins and stuff. I don't know what that is, but it's probably unhealthy, right?
Yeah.
No vitamin
yeah.
D ever.
It's definitely a poor health and probably very poor diet.
It just
Yeah.
makes me want to eat Japanese food.
Yeah, I can see that.
I want
Get the same
wontons.
feelings.
Yeah.
Oh, bad.
Hell yeah.
No, we had some wontons. I don't know, maybe last week or whatever.
Yeah.
And I ended up like baking the leftovers, and it crisped up like some of
Ooh.
oh yeah,
She was good.
it was an
huh?
accident, and yeah, it
It's
turns
a
out
happy
pretty great.
accident,
Yeah.
dude.
You can
That's
bring
what's
back
up.
French fries like that, like French fries that you think are like done for. Just put them in the oven, man, and bring them right back.
Yes.
I don't know what that is, but
So good.
It's like
I
crispness.
Revitalizing the fucking.
I refuse to let this food go.
We're losing them.
I swear, I do that
CPR.
with fries, but I like fries just a little too much.
A lot too much.
I love
Yeah.
fries.
I had a buddy. That's all he would ever eat, and then he like had some like cholesterol issues and shit, and he was like, I can't believe it, and he was only like 30 something. I'm like,
I can't
believe it, huh?
My
Like,
diet wasn't an indicator.
Yeah.
How did
Like-
this sneak up on me?
Like I eat nothing but vegetables. I eat fries
Yeah.
all the time.
Exactly right. But he would buy like, I mean, from like what's that, the bulk stores and shit. Just fucking
Walmart
fries,
sells
dude.
that one. It's like this fucking big.
How many
Their
fries do you need?
Fries
Oh, no.
would not get crispy though. I like mine crispy,
I
and
hate
they were
those
just
soggy
soggy.
fries.
Yeah,
Soggy
dude.
fries make me want to fight somebody.
Absolutely.
Somebody deserves to get fought for that
Somebody
shit.
needs to get knocked out for these fries.
They were fucking disgusting. Well, and they smelled terrible.
Do you blame the farmer or the cutter?
I blame
Oh,
Walmart.
yeah, I would blame the like preservatives and shit because a regular potato, like
Yeah.
fresh potato, will crisp up. It's definitely the preservatives in it, right?
It's gotta be.
They cook up.
Too much
it's like a
preservatives, and they're 2 years old.
chemical. Yeah.
Damn, I didn't even look at the date. They very well could have been.
I was reading a Facebook fight this morning about like the what's the best meal from McDonald's, and I'm just like, y'all are fighting over the best
All
meal.
of 'em.
None of it's good for you.
We're very different
Yeah,
people.
I was thinking it's nuggets.
Yeah,
Well,
I would say
that's-
nuggets too.
Yeah, they had nuggets and
McDouble.
fries. That was
They-
that was the winner.
They
No, you
actually
guys
have
are on the
spicy
polls.
nuggets now.
The middle is agreed.
Oh, yeah.
See,
dude.
they trying to step their shit up.
I dig
Yes.
spicy nuggets from Wendy's.
They actually
Wendy's,
they are a
yeah.
little
Them shit's
spicy with
good.
that
Ooh.
sauce.
They good.
Really, McDonald's got spicy nuggets?
Yeah, that's what I heard
Uh-oh.
now.
We're taking a trip.
Shit.
They're not
what I'm
that great,
saying?
but they're there.
Huh.
I'll
I
take the
like
regular
their-
ones, but you know.
I like their regular nuggets for sure. I always get McDouble and then like a 4 or 6 piece nugget.
You gotta
Oh,
go
wow.
during the daytime to get the real good nuggets. Go around 10 o'clock, them shit's gonna be soggy.
They
I hate that shit so much.
every time we got a Chick-fil-A like right down the road, but like every day, dude, this shit is backed out onto like Bardstown Road and shit.
Yeah.
All, every day.
Yep.
And I told her, I was like, it's not like every day. They have such an abundant amount of people that want to go there that every day the line's backed up. No, you just have the same fucking retarded people that want it every single fucking day.
Heard it
gotta
here
be the
first,
same.
That
only
shit's
retarded
expensive,
people.
too.
It is, dude.
Yeah.
We'll
Every
spend
time-
like almost $40.
Yeah,
'cause
every time we
That
go.
shit crazy.
Why do you guys eat so goddamn much?
It's
We
not
both
even
weird.
get, well, he'll get 2 12 pieces and I get 1 12, and then we get 3 things of fries. That's it.
Yeah, and then I go,
it.
super
I go
expensive.
and get an 8-piece nugget, a regular fucking Chick-fil-A sandwich, and maybe a large milkshake, and that's like $13, $14.
Yeah, it's absurd.
Yeah.
It's so fucking good though.
But even if God
Like
made
number
himself-
2 or something.
Yo, another one that's bad like that. If you ever been to Panera Bread and then you spend the money for the food and then you get the food, they'll give you this like bitch ass sandwich that's like that big, dude. I mean, it's like a $10 sandwich, but
I
it's
will-
like this big, and you have to like it doesn't fill you up.
I will not eat Panera. It's not.
It's
I've
super
never
expensive.
had it.
Don't ever do.
Don't do it. It's a waste
Yeah.
of fucking money. Chick-fil-A at least
kinda
fills
bland.
me up. So okay, I'll spend
hate
the money.
bland.
But
Oh, it is super bland. too,
Panera
man.
does not fill me up at all. I'm not spending $20 on some shit where I'm like, okay, well, I still want more food, please.
Food.
More, please.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think there's a certain subgroup of people that are like pretentious. There's a pretentious amount of people that go to like Panera Bread and Starbucks every day. Like that's like their shit. There's quite a few pretentious people out there. I think
No,
the same.
It's not a
subgroup-
matter of pretension, okay?
It's
Wait,
not
then-
not.
Then lay it down.
People talk about, ooh, it's pretentious, pretentious. No, pretentiousness is cool.
Okay.
People that like stupid things are not cool.
Pretentiousness is not cool. It's
Pretentious?
snobby.
Are you pretentious?
This is-
Is that
Yes,
why you're
he
calling
is.
us cool?
Yeah,
Yeah.
that probably is.
Yeah.
What,
Yeah.
okay, what's the definition of it again?
Well,
It's
technically
snobby.
it's not good, but it's people that think their stuff that they like is better than everything else with no
like their
real
shit
So a
don't
hipster?
stink or something?
objective.
Yeah.
No, fuck
Yeah,
hipsters.
dude,
Hipsters
definitely.
are stupid. Okay.
It's the same thing.
No.
Yes, you're right.
It's the
No.
same thing.
Ian just doesn't want to admit it
Some
because he's
hips-
pretentious.
Some hipsters are pretentious, but not all pretentious people are hipsters.
That's
Okay.
true. Yeah.
So in a debate,
Oh, it's like vehicle and automobile.
Yes.
What's
Or
the
car.
difference there?
No. Car and automobile.
Car and automobile. Like,
Well, no,
vehicle and
yeah.
automobile.
Yeah,
Yeah.
because
I was
like,
thinking rectangle and square.
All automobiles are vehicles, but not all vehicles are automobiles.
yeah.
Rectangle
so
and
like
square
you
are
got
two
like
different things,
planes
though.
and
All women are
trains.
hoes, but not all
And
hoes are
cars.
women.
I'm not
I
a
like
hoe
that.
anymore.
Anymore.
Yeah.
Anymore.
Anymore.
I used to be
Yeah,
a hoe bag
anymore.
for sure.
Past life. Yeah, past
And I
life.
got
Let's just
stuck
be
with
honest.
you.
Well,
Damn it.
you know, you're the one that straightened me up. Who would have thought that
Yeah.
the
Yeah.
convict,
Straight like that.
Yeah, right, dude?
the
I think-
convict dope fiend would straighten up the hoe bag dope fiend?
I don't know. Ain't that a weird combination? You put that in a pot and cook it up. What do
You
you
gotta
get?
fight fire with slime.
Excellent.
Yeah, dude.
Love.
Yeah, love,
True love.
Love.
The truest of love.
slime, and excellence.
Yes, love.
I like that.
At the end of the day, it came out perfectly.
I love beating statistic though, because like statistically speaking, like we should have never even started talking. Like if you go into the program, they're like, you shouldn't have happened, right?
Right.
Because most people that get together, they feed each other's like their bad parts of drug, especially like drug addicts. I'm gonna be like, oh, it's straight for you to do it because now it says it's okay
yeah,
for me.
that's
Yeah, it lets me
If
do
you
it.
go downhill, I'm going downhill. You know.
Yeah.
But most people are like that. You fight, it's fire and fire, like fire and gasoline. Is that what it is? Yeah, fire and gasoline. One feeds the other.
Depends on what you want to say with it. I feel like you did good
Kerosene.
though. Yeah.
Gasoline, naphtha.
Naphtha. Yeah.
What the fuck is that?
I don't know. I
Lighter
ain't never
fluid.
heard of that shit before. That's new to
Well,
me.
clearly you all have never made drugs, so.
I just do them.
I
Yeah,
just
that's new
do
to
'em.
me.
Or would you use it in soap too, right?
No,
What is it that you
I don't
use?
wash
in
my
soap?
hands
Lye.
either.
Lye
a-
is what you
a
use.
soap. But it's all chemical based,
Yeah, yeah.
Anyways, though, what I'm getting at,
Chemicality.
some people just don't belong together. And then some people that get together need to be honest with one another and say, hey, we don't need to be together. And, they just need to say it. And sometimes they just need to get together and say, Sarah, we just, she wasn't catching on to it. So I had
I'm
to say her
listening.
name.
I'm
Yeah.
just writing.
I
Yeah.
was trying to get you.
You was finna
Sometimes
get
you
popped.
just need to give it up,
I
Yeah.
was listening the whole time, but I'm
Give it up,
required to
Dad.
take
Give
notes.
it up,
I
Dad.
totally understand that feeling though, most definitely, because I had to do that a couple of times.
What are we talking about?
You know,
I
Telling
zoned out for
you
a
gotta
someone.
minute.
let go, man. When shit ain't right together, man.
Yeah.
What, you
Oh,
wasn't
okay.
listening?
Right. No, I was
No.
imagining a scene from like a show,
In the
where it's like the
world.
skeleton that's, give it up, Dad. Give it up, Dad. What show is that?
skeletons can't be happy
Skeletons.
in their own
It's so sad.
Disown them.
I don't know what show that is.
Is,
Do it again.
give it up, Dad. Give it up, Dad. It had that Josh dude and Lori Beth Denberg.
Oh, this is
And,
an amazing story.
All that. Yeah, it was all that.
All that. Yeah. I was just
yeah.
singing that song last night. I don't know why I couldn't think of all that.
I do miss all those old school shows that we used to watch and shit. I don't know if they'd be good now, but we watched Doug
Yeah.
and
Hey Arnold.
Hey Arnold.
Doug is kind of bland at the end of the day.
Dude, when you
is.
see the graphics and stuff and the animation, it's super like
chat.
simple. Back in the day, like I love that show, but now look at them like they did the bare minimum on this show.
Yeah, they
really did.
definitely
so
did.
crazy.
Oh, that's how everything is.
It's got a good story and, I guess message at the end of the day. So if you're a
Yeah.
kid, I mean, it's certainly positive.
But when you go back and like watch those like things, they had like some super intricate like the family. Remember, like they're like ignoring their kids. Like dad works all the time, moms are uppity, and she works like she doesn't work.
Mom
and
was
shit.
like a weird hippie that likes crystals and shit. Yeah, like
Then
she
I was
gets
like-
energy.
I'm looking at that like I know dudes that grew up that way. I was like, I'm super cool with the fact that my parents were like on drugs and alcoholics. Like,
Right?
because that would have been worse.
They were shitty parents, but they stayed out of my hair.
Straight out of my
Yeah.
fucking
At least
business.
they didn't fucking bother me.
Yeah. You ever seen somebody that deserves to be punished, like ground somebody? That was like my parents. They were like, "You're grounded," and I wanted to look at them like, "No, you're grounded.
you need
You
to
look
chill.
at me.
Grounded.
You're
I
grounded.
need to chill out right now.
Yeah, you're grounded."
Yeah,
I
don't
could
tell
never
me
say
what
no
to
shit
do.
like that to my mom. I get popped in my mouth.
I seen after you told us stories about your mom, and then you wished her a happy birthday on Facebook. And finally seen a picture of your mom. I'm like, I could see that, dude. I bet it's super.
She's strict. she was cool.
Yeah.
But you know what I'm saying? She was like, at the end of the day, she wanted you to know, like, hey, motherfucker, you gonna respect me at the end of the day. We can
Yeah.
sit here and crack jokes on each other. You can make me laugh, but as soon as you cross that line, I'm gonna tell you, Buster, you tripping, or I'm gonna pop you.
You said as far as like with rapping and your music, how much of it does she agree with, and how much of it she's like, watch your mouth? Or
At the end of the day, she's like, she knows that I'm a cuss and stuff because I'm a grown man. She don't really agree with that part, like all the
Yeah.
cursing and stuff. Like she likes when I rap and it sounds good,
Yeah.
and it ain't really got that much cursing in it. And but yeah, she approves of it, man. Like it took me a little minute to understand that she really approved of it. You know what I'm saying? She because she was just like, man, just give him your character, son. Just. You know what I'm saying? At the end of the day, if that's what you want to do, you know what I'm saying, make sure you do it to the best of your ability. You feel me?
Yeah.
Is it the kind of thing where, like, as long as it's not gratuitous, like
Like-
with the cussing, she's cool with it?
Like, as long as
Oh,
I'm not
yeah.
fuck shit, fuck,
Yeah.
fuck,
For
fuck.
no
Like,
reason.
The whole
just doing
sentence.
it to do it.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like jump rope, I know she don't like that shit. Like I know she don't like that shit. I can
Yeah.
guarantee because I was embarrassed when I heard my pops and my stepmom listen
Yeah.
to it. I'm like, yo, I'm sitting there like everything else is cool, but I'm just like,
You should have just been like, listen, I know you're not going to like this song because of the swearing, so we're just gonna skip over it.
I'm a bust
We're
off
gonna
in
skip over this
something.
one.
Yeah, we're not gonna listen to it together. You can listen to it if you want on your own time.
But what made me feel better about it is my pops was turned up to it. He was like, I
yeah.
get what you saying. All right, son. All right. You know what I'm saying? He was like, yeah,
Grown
man, I like
folks'
that.
business.
So after I played
Yes.
it, after I played all of that for them and shit like that out loud, I was just like, man, ain't really nothing that can stop me now. That's
After that, yeah.
Yeah.
Did you get over that hurdle, man? That's what that one line in Drug Addict where I'm like broken mom and broken dad. Like I put their shit out there a little bit, but then I try to back off and like give them a little bit, even though we had it rough. I try to like back them up,
Hell yeah.
but I still didn't post that shit because I know my people are very like they're childish in a way.
yeah.
As far as like their emotional level is childish, and I'm like they'll definitely be mad as fuck.
It's a great line though. Like
It's a good line, yeah.
I guess cadence is what it is. Like the way that it comes out is fantastic. So I would hope that they would
Look past
appreciate it as
Definitely.
music.
They don't
yeah.
appreciate the art sometimes. They just listen to the words. What did he just say about me?
yeah, what did
Uh-huh.
you, yeah.
So that's why
Bitch,
I
you're
don't-
broken.
I don't sing about the
Come on,
rents. I
man.
just talk shit about them between songs.
Yes.
Openly.
Yeah.
There's a like a Christian song that I really like. It was "The Reckless Love of God," and dude, the song is it's beautiful, dude. It's a great song. But then the Christian community was like, "Are you calling God reckless?" And then like he got a lot of hate for it.
Toy store.
He got a lot of hate for calling God reckless, and it was like they're just saying that God's love is reckless,
Yeah,
like he'll do anything to win you back, you know.
That's awesome.
He will.
And,
He's
but-
a jealous God, like they say.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Feel me?
but people took it the wrong way and they ran because they only listened to that like one
The
word.
one
That
thing,
was
yeah.
it.
But
Yeah.
at
That's
least he's not
trippy.
envious.
Oh, yeah.
Facts.
Right?
Facts.
Yeah, it does
shit.
kind of seem it. You will love no other gods but me.
Yeah.
That's envy.
Don't even look at that person over there.
Don't even consider that
Yeah,
fucking
true.
God.
Yeah.
This is all me, boy.
Nah, man.
That's my that's one of my favorites. So as far as Christian music, that and then like "Oh Come to the Altar" and shit.
Oh man, I'm
That's,
about to put you on some Dietrich Haddon, man.
Oh yeah,
Yeah, bro. Dietrich Haddon is cold. It's like he sing about like one of his songs. He was like,
Send it to you.
yeah. Send it to me.
everybody is like, damn, hold on. He was like, through sickness and everything, he'll still be Didi. Well, that's what everybody knows him as back home. So you know what I'm saying. Even if he get rich, everybody's like, oh, Dietrich Haddon. He's like, nah, man. Everybody back home still call me Didi. You feel
Yeah.
me? I'm cool with that shit. So that's the type of shit I want too. Just being humble, like, nah, man. You feel me?
Yeah.
It's like
That's like making millions, but giving $999,000 away, just like keeping a
Yeah.
dollar. Like I wish I had money to where I could just give it away
Me too.
and like live this life, not change not a fucking thing, and then give all the rest of it away. Would be like that'd be super. Being humble like that.
yeah,
I'm gonna
like
spend it all on
J.K.
Girl Scout
Rowling.
cookies.
J.K. Rowling give all that money away.
J.K.
Yeah?
Rowling.
Wow.
Yeah.
You see?
Damn, really?
Yeah,
I never knew that.
I think she did.
Yeah, she'll get it back.
Right?
Well, that's what I'm saying. Like when you have an abundant amount like that, and like they say, your first million is the hardest to get. Like if you have an abundant amount, Like, dude, you can only spend so much and you can only save so much. Like, give that shit away.
I don't know if you
Facts.
ever read it, but there was a dude, I wish I could remember his name, who it was his goal to get rid of, he was a millionaire, to get rid of all of it by the time he died. And he's still alive and has successfully donated to all different types of charities. He's
It's like
helped.
he's finally done it.
Speaking of the gospel music, though, I've never been like a huge fan of like straight up gospel, like old school gospel. But I go to a dentist that I've been going to since I've been like first time I ever went to a dentist down in Portland. I forgot that road, but it's over there by Main Street. But the dude has always...
It's actually on Main Street.
Yeah, he blares gospel music the entire... Since I've been a kid, the channel has never changed. I don't know how it's still around. The channel's still around. It's 30 years later.
Yeah.
I mean, it is bumping.
Yeah, man.
the
Gospel
word of
music
God,
still
so.
coming out,
Dude,
man.
I look forward to going down there, and
It's very relaxing.
It's so relaxing, dude.
Because it ain't negative. Ain't nobody
Right.
talking about killing nobody. It's
Oh, I
all
know.
good music.
He's an
Kinda
amazing
cool,
man
though.
for
Your
sure.
God ain't shit. My God is the king.
Yes,
Oh,
dude.
get like a hardcore
Yeah.
song.
Like, just battle rapping with other religions.
I
Hey,
felt-
there's battle rappers out there that's still Christian strong
Christian,
like
yeah.
that. Like, what's his name? The Saga. He's pretty good. He's a decent battle rapper. He's Christian.
That rapper that we listen to, NF,
Never
he's a
heard of him. I'll
Christian
have to
rapper.
listen to him.
Yeah, NF is cool
NF,
too.
Yeah.
dude, his music's pretty decent,
He's
man.
intense, man.
He doesn't strictly like. I think people get mixed up when they're like, "Oh, it's a Christian rapper, a Christian rocker, and stuff." Like NF mentions the fact that he's a Christian in the music. He doesn't cuss, and he just like projects that, "Hey, I'm a Christian." But you wouldn't be able to tell if he didn't like say it, or if somebody else didn't categorize him that. Like,
Right.
That's what I like about it. I think people get the wrong idea. It's not like strictly God, Jesus, and that's it.
It's
Like,
people forget that you can have faith or whatever
And be-
spirituality or whatever the hell you want to have and be a human. Like
a
they
human,
forget
yeah.
that you can just
We're
rap
all
about
sinners.
your life and the things that go on, or make any music for that matter. And you know,
stay-
believe in
But
God.
the
Like
good
it's
ones-
okay.
I think like, the good ones though that actually have that stuff in their music don't make a deal about it.
Yeah.
Oh,
Like,
yeah,
if you start
absolutely.
normal.
capitalizing on it, then you can fuck
Yeah,
yourself.
man.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, somebody. I think we were watching Steve-O, but he was like, I can't capitalize off of
his
the program
recovery.
and that's the same thing. Like I think once you start capitalizing on God and Jesus, like you've turned them into a brand at this point.
Yeah.
That's unfair.
Then you're just a businessman.
Yeah.
But the
It's-
faith, I completely agree in, like being faithful and projecting that, and then trying to just teach everybody else about, the faith. That's straight. But when you turn it into a brand, you need to back off just a little bit. Like you
Yeah.
don't ride that wave. You ain't
That's
gonna
why
like
I
the end
try
of it.
and do my little spiritual Saturdays with sleepy shit on fucking Instagram, just because
Yeah.
a lot of people don't go to church. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
And to hear it from somebody who goes to church and still, tries to live their life and try to just put, the word of God into people. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, and still live normal. Like you're a normal dude. Like I
Yeah.
think people get the wrong idea about it for
Yeah,
sure.
and they appreciate that more. Cause my friend, she was like, "Yo, man, I don't really go to church too much, but I appreciate you putting that out there for real."
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Just
Be
giving a
amazed
verse.
who it touches. Yeah.
Yeah, just giving a verse. You know what I'm saying? They can go back and read on it, pray on it, and stuff like that if they need to, and then just give them some of my life, give 'em my life experience with that verse, or something like that.
Oh yeah. That's I still watch. We got two friends that they'll do a worship thing on Wednesdays
Yeah.
and Sunday. Like it's just him and his wife. And they've been friends of ours, man. And like that guy, like he drinks, on the weekend or whatever. They smoke weed every now and then, stuff like that. But he still preaches the word of, like he still teaches people about Christianity. But still, he's a human. Like,
Yeah.
and I
Yeah.
think more people can connect that way. He's a friend, not a fucking you don't have to be scared of God. Like,
Right?
Nah, man, that's why that's why he always say, "Come to me." You know what I'm saying? You got a problem, then come to me. A lot of people get stuff mixed up, like, "Where is God? Where is God when we need him?" You're not looking for him. You know what I'm saying?
right.
He's
You
not just
gotta-
gonna come down and fix all your shit.
He's not gonna just come to you, but if you keep praying and you believe it's strong enough, then he's gonna
Hey,
fix
man,
what's wrong.
You know
with
this
you.
car over here is fucked up. I'm God. I'm gonna come down and fix it for you.
Right
I
now,
didn't even notice.
come hit you with the funds.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Here's your money, bitch.
Yo, that's something that me and Sarah have talked about, like when I went to prison, I didn't start going to church every Sunday in prison, because I mean that's one of the biggest things that people get in there and then they get Christianity.
Like, oh, I'm turned around now.
And I never did that, and I never prayed and was like, can you like fix my problem? All I stand behind this. Like I've always prayed for the strength to do it myself, right?
Yeah.
And I was gonna pray because I didn't ask for him when I was doing all the shit to get me in there. So I'm not gonna bug you to ask to get me out.
God, make me slick.
Yeah.
Smooth, man. So and then after I got out, then I continued my faith, but I refused to do it in there because I'm like, I'm not gonna like burden God or Christianity with my problem because it's unfair.
For my
That's
own
a really
choices.
dope way to look at it too, man.
Yeah.
And so many
know what I'm
people
saying?
want that when they get in there, like that's going to help them. So, and then some people do it so like the
Parole board.
the pro board, and then the cell will look at them differently, so they'll get free stuff like food and stuff. People will take care of them just because they preach the word or whatever, even though they're doing it in blasphemy.
Yeah.
Doing it to get shit.
Yeah,
Maybe
man.
they like to reward blasphemy.
I guess so, dude. Well, they're all criminals, man.
I don't care if he thinks he's a good Christian, man. He's a blasphemer. Let's feed him.
blaspheming.
He's
A
talking this
blaspheming.
shit. I like it.
Yes.
No, but that's always been super weird, and that's why I told her, I was like, you can't ask for that stuff, and you have to ask for. You got to do it still, but he'll give you the
swear,
strength to do it.
I
Yeah, definitely.
for sure.
don't get people who think that they're going to ask for something and it's just going to arrive.
It appears.
No.
Like
what is
you
that?
have to fucking put work
You
in,
gotta
dude.
put work in.
God, may I have that
Faith
Escalade,
without
please?
works is dead.
Yes.
That's what Steve Harvey always said. Faith without works is dead.
Yeah.
And that's some true shit.
Yes,
It
it is.
You want to sit back and pray on it, and then you don't want to even try and, you know what I'm saying, work at it. It ain't gonna work for nothing.
Boy, I sure would kill for a sandwich, but I'm not going to the store.
Yeah. Please have it delivered. Thanks. It's so silly. It really bothers me too, which I think there's a point in time, like when people go through something traumatic, that they blame God. Like people have issues with their faith whenever something bad happens, and I can understand it to an extent because I feel like it's part of the grieving process and part of trauma. But to not accept responsibility or just accept that sometimes bad shit happens is insane to me. Like God did not.
Kill your dog.
Yeah, did not give your baby cancer. Like you cannot blame God for giving your baby cancer.
But
Like
what if he
that's
did?
yeah.
'Cause I mean,
But
I'm okay with it. Like if people thank him for the good shit, they're like, I don't know what I did to deserve this, but thanks, man.
Yeah.
And on the other end, they're like, why'd you do this to me? What did I do to deserve this?
Oh, yeah.
Then cool. But you can't just blame the dude
For
and then not,
everything.
and
No,
then
No,
not
you
thank
can't do
him.
that.
Yeah.
People are really
Absolutely.
good at like blaming but not thinking. Like that's what me and Sarah like when you fucking and I think that's what prison did and drug addiction did for us. Like you name the smallest of things, and we're grateful for it and we think for it. Like the minute we get a chance, every meal, every morning, like we thank God for it or the universe. Like what you don't even have to like just have faith in like something bigger than you.
Yeah.
Right?
'Cause I don't understand, but I don't understand it all.
I think that's
But we give thanks for those small things because, like you said, you give thanks. And even the bad things, you got to be like, we'll
Yeah.
fucking make
You
it
know.
through.
That's an
Yeah.
opportunity to learn.
Yeah.
I think that's a part of what people get tripped up on the labels of it, which usually if I'm talking to people, I tend to just say God because the common person
Oh, but everybody
accepts it
understands
as
yeah.
God and couldn't understand. I've brought it up to people where I say just like the universe and they cannot, they're like, what are you even fucking talking
You
about?
hippie.
I tend to think
Yeah.
that like whenever you say the universe, like people are going to be more understanding of it. But like
No,
whenever you
dude.
say
Wish.
God, I tend to think people are just picturing that dude in the sky with the beard.
Absolutely, yeah.
And then that just gets associated with Christianity.
Yeah, where did
Yes.
that come
And then
from?
it's like, this is just one particular God that likes to smite people.
Yeah, dude.
where did that come from? Like the bearded man in the,
I
in the
don't
sky?
know.
Like that's
Probably the Mormons.
more.
Good old John Smith.
Yeah, I was watching a thing about what is it? There's something. It was on Vice, man, and I forgot where the fuck it was, dude. But I can actually bring it up. But it was this guy that said he was the second coming of Christ, right?
Oh yeah, dude.
Yeah, and the thing that kills me, like, if it's the second coming of Christ, dude, you're not going to be in a church, and you're not going to ask money to fix the parking lot because you're Jesus.
Yes.
You don't have to get paid.
He can
Like,
walk on water and raise the dead, but he can't lay
but he
cement.
can't, yeah, I don't understand. Like, there's like 2 or 3 of them that did that. Oh, we're the second coming.
Don't
and
you
people
think
come.
it would be on the news?
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah, that definitely.
But then nobody would
Somebody's
believe
gonna
it.
know.
I guess. I don't know.
Hey, look at this Jesus ass son of a bitch.
Yeah.
He just raised 3 people from the dead. Bullshit.
Oh,
No,
God.
he
Yeah,
didn't.
they're gonna be making memes and stuff, but then it's like, I went to church last Sunday, and it was like the lesson was saying that God called on this one. I mean, Jesus called on this one lady by name, and she came directly to him. She was hurting everything, but she still made it to him. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And then my stepfather was like, if it came down to it today, what would you do? You know what I'm saying? If you heard that Jesus came and he called you by name,
Yeah.
what would you do? Would you go to him, or would you be like, oh, I'm watching my show, let me
Questioning
finish my...
it. Yeah.
You know what
Yeah.
I'm saying?
Ooh, that is a good question, though.
How the hell would
Yeah.
you know? Like, if it was actually Jesus or if it was just some imposter.
But think about it. If like you're living in their times and you hear about this man who's
Yeah.
just walking around curing people, healing people, and you know the specific people he's with because
Yeah.
he like Paul was a murderer. You feel me?
Yeah.
A lot of people were scammers and stuff like that and stuff, but they knew of those people. So it's like if they're his disciples and this man is here and he's requesting me by name, it might be that man. Let me go see what he's talking
Yeah,
about.
dude.
You feel
Seriously,
me?
yeah.
Because I'm like, I thought about it and I was like, what would I do? And you know what I'm saying? So I was like, I put myself in that situation. I'm like, all right, if my mama called me right now, it was like, Chunky, Jesus is right here, right now. He's telling me he wants you to come here right now. And I'm like, I thought about it. I'm like, man, what
Yeah,
would
it's a
I do?
tough
I would
one.
go. I would go for real. I'm like, he know my name.
Like
he over
he's
there
not
with you?
asking for your credit card number, right?
No, he's
Okay,
actually-
then I'll
Yeah.
show up.
He's asking for you directly. He know all this information about you. He's him. I'm like, oh yeah, I'm coming. Don't even worry
Does he want a
about it.
10 piece? I'll be there in a minute.
Because I'm thinking like if I lived back then with them, and I'm just like, he know my name, and
Yeah.
I don't do
Yeah.
nothing but raise sheep.
Oh, yeah.
Like,
real?
I'm
Yeah.
not popular. I'm not no. He know me. Oh yeah, I'm going.
But then, I mean, rolling around with, like, the murderers and, like, the thieves and shit of their time, what if it was just a really good con man?
He wasn't though.
Well,
That's the
let's
thing.
just say, but what if he was?
Because he
Hell,
changed all of
let's
them
theorize.
people. They were all that
Yeah.
before they got with him. You know what I'm
Right.
saying? And after that, they wasn't them people no more. They were the most loyal people to him, and they knew that he was the Son of God. And it wasn't nothing that nobody could do to change the fact that they knew.
In retrospect, I'll accept that. But, like, during the time, I mean, I could just be cynical, but I'd be thinking, you know, he's with all these people that are traditionally hucksters and con men. Why would I believe that he wasn't?
Yeah, why is he the one good one?
Would that be like
I mean, I'd
trying
say
to-
this guy's just really good at faking it.
Yeah.
And they bow down to him.
And
That's
then you will have to pose that question. Okay, these con men and murderers aren't actively in the town murdering and conning people right now. They're actually peaceful and trying to get people to come to him.
Yeah.
So
Well, you get
It's
more,
definitely
you get
they're
more-
acting out of character. So like
Yeah.
you get
they
more
to
shit with
deal
honey
with
than
this.
vinegar, you know?
no.
That's like the concept
con
of
men.
what if Jesus was a homeless man on the street asking for money, right? And you just, I don't know. Like, you just don't know. You come in all
know.
forms and shit like that. So if he was a con man, like, and dude, I don't know. That is a tough one. Yeah, I know. I get where you're going with the
Well,
question, how to
yeah.
pose it. And especially in those times, like, it's different now. I think we could out somebody real quick now.
Yeah.
But as far as back then, how could you out somebody? Because I feel like you could be fooled more easily in those days, for sure. But the technology's here now, so you ain't fooling
Right.
nobody.
I
except
Even with the
still-
technology, people are still getting scammed, like with credit
Oh, yeah.
cards,
True
and
that.
email
That shit's
shit.
still here.
that guy,
Yeah.
the guy that I was talking about, if you get a chance to catch the Vice thing, the guy's named Sergey Turup, right? But all these people, I think that's the bad thing too. We are easily fooled. Like, this guy clearly isn't the second coming of Jesus, clearly, right?
Can you spell his last name?
But Torop. But people believe in it because it gives them hope, because the rest of the world sucks, like paying bills and taxes and all the pain and suffering and stuff. And this dude offers, whatever, a piece of land, you can come live, but you have to follow his rules, stuff like that. He's a this dude's clearly a con man, like, right? He's not making anything happen, and he was living off these people for free and giving them false hope. Like, that's some fucked up shit, and he's going to meet his maker eventually. Like,
I was listening to some shit about Houdini the other day, and, he was all about, like, disproving stuff of the supernatural.
Oh, yeah.
His mom died, so, like, he got into it, and he was like, I want to talk to this lady, and he went to a person, and she said that she got a message from his mom, and it was written out in English and all this stuff, but his mom spoke German.
Yeah.
And so he just dedicated a lot of his time to, like, disproving people.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And,
I know
I feel like that goes on a lot, but I don't know. If
Especially,
something was genuine, would you just know it?
I think you would. I think you wouldn't have to. I think if it happens, right? That's what I was saying about, like, the second coming, the one that was in, we watched in Mexico, this guy.
There
and
have
then
been
was
quite a
another
few
one,
of them.
right,
Yeah.
that say
Someone just like last month got locked up for, being like basically a cult leader and saying he was Jesus.
I feel like you would, like, you don't, like, when that happens, and if and when it does, like, you're gonna. I think that there's gonna be no denying it. Like, it's gonna be brought to light to everybody all at once, right? It's almost like if aliens come back and then they made their presence known by a spaceship that everybody in the world could see all at one time.
You're not gonna be like, wait, is that an alien or
What
a
is that?
bird?
What?
Like,
I don't think you're gonna be able
piece
to.
of sky glowing like that?
From the way the Bible shows it, like, there's going to be no doubt in anybody's mind. There's going to be no proving or disproving. It's going to be no.
Oh, we gonna know.
Yeah.
We gonna know. Revelations made that clear.
yeah.
But it,
You know what I'm saying?
that's something that
It's about to get weird.
Yeah, it's
How do we
gonna be
know
more
that
than
wasn't
weird.
just like a drug-induced dream?
No.
Well, and that's
How much of it has come true so far?
I mean, a lot of it.
Yeah, that's the thing though. You don't know. I don't think anybody knows when it's gonna cut. I think so many people have theorized that it puts that doubt in. Like, so you have a lot of people like 2012, 20 or whatever.
ain't no
it's gonna
time
end
period,
and all that
no.
shit. I don't think anybody has the right answer.
I think it's slowly happening, break by piece by piece. You know what I'm saying? It's like maybe in like 2090 or something like that, everything is just come to a cataclysmic end. You know what I'm saying?
Yes.
And we just don't know. You know what I'm saying? So we can't never we just got to do the best we can while we here and just try and be good people and love each other.
Yeah.
At the end of the day, we may get on each other's nerves, but we're all here together.
Well, I think too, like there's certainly of course the possibility, which, and this is coming from someone who's not like, I'm not religious by any means, but it's, for me, it's more of like a guide of be kind to one another. And do I think that somebody's going to come back and it's going to be Jesus? Not necessarily, but do I think it's possible? Absolutely.
Even if it's not him, it'll be like,
He'll be back.
it'll have the Jesus spirit.
Yeah.
Nah, he'll be
and
back.
yeah, and I think 100% if it happens in our lifetime, if it occurs, you will have no question. You'll have no
question.
doubt. Oh my God. Okay.
That's him.
Religion is right 100%.
But
and
what
this
about like
is
the idea with like Thomas? Because like he saw the wounds and shit, and he was doubting Thomas, and he was there.
yeah.
Why did he have doubts, and why will we be so certain?
Well, I don't know. It's a good question. I don't know.
Thank you. All right.
Yeah.
I don't
My
have
God.
an answer. I'm just
Hey, man.
Yeah.
just
Some
wondering
good
out
shit
loud.
right there, man.
I would say though, with it's healthy to have reasonable doubt, but still have faith.
and it's
Yeah.
healthy to theorize as well. Like,
For sure.
I think we were given that ability because I think spirituality and Christianity and Catholicism, all that, like, it's all everybody's separate way
Of making
of saying
sense.
the same thing. Like, it's all separate ways of being in touch with yourself and this higher being that's beyond you and beyond your conception. And I think we argue too much about the specifics. In reality, it's all the same. It's all the same deal, And I asked that of a Muslim man. I was like, who do you pray to? Because I'd like to know, because I'd like to read.
Yeah.
I want to know. And of course, it's the Quran and all that. But he was like, we all pray to God. He was like, you can't ask that question. He was like, we all pray to one God. Like he was like, don't like, confuse it. It's all one God.
Yeah.
He was like, we all have different names for him, different forms, different ways of saying it, but there's only one, like it's a God. It's a force that we cannot describe. So we all just call it God.
Well, yeah, and it's not like a specific, okay, well, I can go to this house on this corner and find God. To me, anyway, it's more of an energy, which is why I tend to go with the universe more than anything, because it's an energy.
Well, sometimes that's how it works. You know what I'm saying?
Absolutely.
You could go to that house around the corner that's 3 blocks down and end up being... You know what I'm saying? Get that divine intervention.
Hell yeah,
like on
dude.
Pulp Fiction, somebody get the bus and then you could have swear you got hit and you never get hit. You're like, oh man, that's God right there. So
Definitely.
I found God.
Yeah. You never know.
At the end of the movie, Samuel L. Jackson was like, bro, I can't do this no more. I'm going to be normal. You feel me?
I'll even put it in a different way. They were going to people of the Christian faith, right? And they were giving them doses of DMT, right?
Yeah.
To open them up. And the experiment was to show them this bigger way of being like, it's not God and all that. The weird thing about this experiment is that it solidified their belief in God and in Jesus, because it gave them direct contact with this thing that they had been in contact with and had faith in. It actually made them more faithful than they were before, because DMT allowed them the opportunity to speak with the God that they pray to and have
finally
faith
gave
in.
a figure to.
And I'll put that, I'll try to look up that study, but they did, man. They did it and people of the Christian faith, it didn't make them disbelieve. It didn't make them turn on their God and all that. It actually made that relationship stronger, because they were able to openly feel the presence of God instead of just be faithful and pray and all that. So it was a strange experiment.
In my opinion, unless you're just downright, you're just a full-on atheist, have no belief in anything whatsoever, I truly think that everything it's all the same. No matter who you talk to, it is the same thing. We just have different ways of understanding and expressing it.
Yeah.
And it impacts everybody differently.
That's why I never try and bump heads with people. If like
Right.
if you you know what I'm saying, Jewish or whatever, hey man, that's how you rock.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? I'm still gonna try and love you the same at the end of the day.
Dude, even atheists or even, I don't know, whatever else is out there, dude, I try to be like, and that's why I wanted to learn. And like, I even asked, like, that's what we say about like Hinduism and shit, like Buddhism and shit. Like, I want to learn all about like whatever it is that you, so that I can connect in that way. I'm open
it
to
might give you a better understanding of everything.
of all of it. Yeah.
That's what I was thinking about. Like the, it's all one thing. It's not like, oh, here's God in this house. I was thinking if people know more about Hinduism.
Yeah.
It would be easier to illustrate.
Yeah.
Like, oh, here's this elephant thing. Here's this 6-armed broad. Whatever.
Yeah, it's nice to step outside your boundaries and look. And be like, oh man,
retrospect.
I need to be over here still. You feel me?
Yeah. So you just get a good information, and then you can you can level with people and be on the same, like you said, there's no need to argue about any of it. Like, just be open to all of it. Like nothing's, like we say, nothing's black and white.
I get hung up on the specifics of particular religions, though.
Yeah.
Yeah, some of that shit is interesting.
It's very interesting. But if people cling too tightly to the specifics of a particular book, we'll say,
Right.
then it's like, well, what makes you so sure that your shit's fucking right?
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah. 4,000.
It's like the more they defend it, then the more I just want to attack it.
Yeah.
Even though that's like the letter of it, like the spirit of the religion, great, that's cool, but then I get bogged down in specifics sometimes.
Yeah.
But that's when you base off the book. I mean, in the book, it was okay. Like, they preach having slaves and stoning your wife for not having manners
For
at the
anything.
for anything, really.
Yeah.
So you can't get too bogged down with that. And it was an entirely different time, I guess.
But why the hell not?
Well, and
I mean, you could.
that's why
I'm down for you. You can do whatever you want.
that's why I prefer not to have the specific labels, because it just doesn't make sense to me that this is exactly how it happened. It is fact 100%. There's nothing outside of this. That seems insane to me.
Yeah, that drives me up a wall.
Yeah.
The real question is, do you think it would be better to decriminalize marijuana?
The real question.
Or should we? So we were watching this thing about like California, and what they're dealing with, and Oregon and what they dealt with their oversaturation, and then a lot of people went out of business and literally had to throw away weed.
Yeah.
Okay. So everybody wants
weed
it to
has
be
gone bad.
Yeah, we gotta throw it away. They want marijuana to be legal as far as like Kentucky's goes, right? But would it be just better to either open it up just medically, right, so that you could grow your own plants at the house or whatever, smoke whatever you want, or would it be better to like open it up to everything? Everything's legal, or legal, right? Or keep it illegal. No, keep it decriminalized. So there's just, there's no one way or another. You can't just consume whatever you want, whatever, but it's decriminalized. So if I catch you with a plant or a joint, I'm just going to throw it away. Like, I can't charge you with anything, like lowest thing on the totem pole. What would be better? Do you think?
Mad as fuck, dude. Officer pull up on me, sir. You know you're smoking in public? Yeah, I thought it was cool.
Yeah.
Give me that.
Give me that.
It's decriminalized.
That was
you
my
son of a
last
bitch.
joint, motherfucker.
Yes.
Damn.
But because I told her, I was like, I'm wondering like what would be best as far as like anything to do with that, like decriminalization. I don't give a shit if it's legal, if it's decriminalized, and you're not gonna fuck with me for it. Like, I'd rather that than all the like regulations and the taxes and the licenses.
Well, and then of course we discussed this. We talked about everything, it just being flooded with people growing and selling, and then
saturated.
You don't have the market for everybody to sell because there's only so many people in Kentucky.
Yeah.
And
Oregon wasn't allowed to
Everybody's got a
sell.
cousin.
Oregon's not allowed to sell out of state, so everything that they grew
Yeah.
had to be sold within the state. Well, if you have like 1 million dispensaries, it was really tough to do that. So they just had to throw weed away or burn it. Like,
That's
fuck
just the
that.
market's eventually going to
crazy.
equalize itself. And then,
Do you think that would be the first influx, and eventually it would work its way out?
Yeah.
I can see that maybe.
But then again, I mean, like America throws away an ass load of food on
Every
a
day.
daily basis.
Every day.
So I mean,
That shit's
maybe
sad,
not.
man.
Maybe we just have an
Yeah, let's not
addiction
send
to
us somewhere.
wasting.
To waste,
That's what
Yeah.
for sure.
I'm
What it
thinking,
is.
like, bro, we used to dump so much food on field exercises, man.
Yeah.
it's
Bro,
crazy.
man. If we go to breakfast and shit like that, go to the D-Fact to get that shit, we get like 3 totes of sausages,
Yes.
3 totes of eggs, rice, grits. We get all that shit. Next thing you know, breakfast over. We're going to dump that shit in the woods somewhere.
What?
I'm
Bears.
like, dude, man, we could really take this shit to a shelter. We could take
Yeah,
this shit
shelter,
right
dude.
down this fucking strip right here off of base
Yeah.
and feed these motherfuckers with.
And they didn't. Like,
Nope.
That's crazy.
McDonald's, they did that thing where like after 2 years it looked just like it did when they
Yeah,
left the box.
dude.
If you think about that and
So
think about
gross.
how much food like the fast food industry wastes, like just if it lasts 2 years in open air, just package it, take a little bit more time, package it, and send it overseas or anywhere.
Well, when I worked at Red
Downtown.
Lobster, whatever because they prepared a bunch of stuff because
yeah.
it was fresh. Whatever they didn't use by, I guess, the end of like 2 or 3 nights, they took it to shelters. They would take it and give it to
That's the
people
only smart
because
thing to
it's
do, man.
fucking
That's what's up.
wasteful
But then there's
otherwise.
the idea of, like teach a man to fish, great. But if you give him a fish, then he's fucked. So can we teach like homeless, needy people to like sustain themselves?
Some people don't want to do it. So if you
Yeah.
take it to a shelter and provide it to them and they just show up to eat, of course, like you're helping. And if they have resources and stuff that they give them there, if they don't use that shit, I mean, they don't use that shit. You can't
Right.
force somebody to
and
learn to
then-
fish.
But then shouldn't we just let nature do its job and those worthless bastards just die off?
Absolutely, but
You know-
that just doesn't seem, yeah.
It's not humane. But I mean,
Yeah.
And shout out to the ones that know how to fish and go do that shit, and plant
Yes.
vegetables and
So
stuff.
I just think like if we were all gazelle,
Most of us. be done
nobody
for.
nobody
So
in
why?
the group of gazelle is like fighting to save the slow, stupid one.
No. I've brought this up many times, dude. I don't understand. Like, why are we such a we're such a society that we refuse? Like, we're a welfare society. Like, we refuse to let like anybody that wants to be homeless and whatever. Like, we refuse to let them be homeless. Like, we have something for you. We have welfare and food stamps, all this shit. Like, but like, what is that? We need to take care of that weakest link. Is that? I mean, is that
It's-
sustainable?
I think people.
I don't know.
Look, I think it's wonderful to have like resources because everybody falls on hard times sometimes.
Absolutely.
Right.
But
right.
when you just don't
You don't
want
give a fuck.
to
Yeah.
do differently, I think it's time to just let people squander a little bit. And if you come out of it,
Yeah, they don't want to
Yeah.
add nothing to
Spend a little time
Right.
in the gutter. If you get back in the grass, great.
yeah, and if you want to stay in the gutter, that's fine. But you can't expect other people to take pity on you and fucking support
Hell
you
no.
because that's ridiculous.
I get
Which
tired of that shit, man.
Yeah,
Quit
dude.
complaining, bro. We all
know.
got fucking issues. Quit complaining,
Yeah,
bro. That
dude.
ain't gonna fix shit. I love when I'm out and I hear somebody be like, I'll be like, how you doing? They be like, I'm good. Won't do me too much to complain. I'm like, yeah, bro, exactly.
yeah, keep it to
Yeah,
yourself. No one wants to hear this
yeah.
shit.
'Cause
Sometimes people say stuff like that. They're like, it wouldn't, nothing to complain about. It wouldn't matter if I did. And it's like, well, if you complain to the right person, maybe.
Yeah.
if there's something,
They have
man,
trained
that's,
professionals for that.
that's some movie shit though. You complain, oh my bills and everything is all fucked up, and all of a sudden, really, I could give you $5,000 right now. How does that
Right.
sound?
I just want that on a scratch off here.
I can actually. I have this position in my fucking company that suits you perfectly.
Perfectly.
Like, come on, bro. That's some movie shit, dog.
never
has.
You guys to get off your ass
Where's
and do
Nicolas
something.
Cage?
That is something rough, though. I told her, like, we all, like you said, we all have those struggles and shit. That's why, like, the best thing you could possibly do is when somebody asks you how you doing, just like, I'm fucking great. Because eventually you will be great.
Yeah.
Even if it wasn't, right then and there. Like, too many people want to fucking, like, woe is me. Like, dude, woe is everybody. Don't worry about it.
You got to speak that shit into
We're all
existence,
woe.
man.
Yeah, dude.
You got to.
Well, it really does no good just crying and whining about everything. Like, I feel like we're all entitled to every once in a while. You have a bad day. Let's
Yeah,
all
dude.
be bitches.
Like, it feels
Yeah.
good
But-
for a day or two.
Yeah,
it
and then
does.
fucking suck it up and move the fuck on.
Yeah.
You gotta give it on up.
My
But-
man
Yeah.
raised no bitch.
That's like Andy, though, offering all those homeless people, like, a job and shit. And they were like, no, we don't want it. Like, they don't want, a lot of them don't want to fucking do
Yeah.
I
anything.
offered the Sasquatch guy. He's a homeless guy who has the sign that says hunting Bigfoot. I offered him a bag that had socks and underwear and $5 in it, and he turned it down.
did not want
but
it.
he took money from me before. He wanted the cash, but he didn't want the socks and underwear and a T-shirt because he
It was
probably
too
doesn't.
good
He
for
doesn't fucking need that. He just wants your money.
Wants
Well,
the money.
fuck
For a
you. You'll
rainy
get
day.
no money from me then.
That's wild. I actually
Yeah.
seen that shit one time too. It was a guy. He was on the side of Walmart. Hey man, could you just spare me $1? You know I'm hungry. You feel me? I could just go in Walmart and get me a couple burgers from McDonald's. So my homeboy's mom, she gave it to him. She's like, here. Next thing you know, we came out of fucking Walmart. 30 minutes later, we went to GameStop, man. We see this motherfucker on the side of GameStop counting fat ass watches.
Yeah, dude.
Then he looked at us and then he just kept counting. I'm like, this motherfucker ain't shit.
What you gotta do? Take it
Yeah,
back?
dude.
Fuck you guys.
Yeah, dude.
Yo,
I'm sorry.
that's
Could I
crazy.
bother you for $1, sir?
Give me my fucking money
Hey
back.
man, I'm
Yeah.
a couple dollars short on this game. You know?
Damn,
Let me
dude.
hold some.
Plus,
Yeah,
like, they don't have
fat
no
rat.
bills. So, like, I mean, if you're truly homeless and you have a stack, like, you ain't got to pay bills or taxes, like, damn.
Yeah,
Yeah.
dude.
You
I
getting
always
off.
heard that people that would panhandle made fucking great money.
Yeah.
I begged for money one time and couldn't get
$5.
anything out of it.
Remember
I
that?
got $5
$5.
out of like 15 different people, dude. I couldn't believe it. I was thinking, okay, well, I'm a cute girl. Apparently, I'm not that fucking
Yeah,
cute.
That's a tough way to find out.
I know. The
Broke
only
and ugly.
the majority of the money actually came from one girl.
One girl.
Everybody else, which God love them, they were like, oh well, here's a pass to get on the bus. I was like, well, that's really nice. A lot of people offered that to me, but I wanted money because I was trying to put drugs in my vein. Bus pass doesn't help
That's
me.
probably why they didn't want to do it. It was like, man, we're not finna support her ass.
I know.
But that one person was like, for sure,
Yeah,
here's $5.
dude.
Here you go.
I feel like I didn't look like that much of a junkie, but maybe I did. I don't know.
No, I'm just joking. You've always been beautiful on the inside.
And that's where it counts.
Yeah.
Whenever I look like shit, I don't think I do until I see myself in a picture like a year later.
Oh yeah, and you're like, what the
Yeah,
fuck was
dude.
I doing? I see pictures of me like we have a family reunion, so it's like year after year, and every time I open another one, I'm like, what the fuck was I thinking that year? 99, what the fuck were you doing, bro? Like it makes you wonder, like, why did I wear jeans, shorts, and like 2 T-shirts on top of each other where you can see them and shit. Like, what? Who am I?
Come on,
Who is
that's
this
just
guy?
layering up for colors and texture.
I swear, dude. That was some
love
weird
it.
shit. But you
It's
got.
fashion, bro.
I always hated looking through the pictures of the whatever.
Yeah.
The family reunion.
It's rough to look back sometimes.
Family reunions are tough, dude. People ask like the same, like they ask you questions about your life and stuff, and they're like, "You look skinny," or "You look too big," or whatever. Like, fuck a family reunion.
I'm a drug dealing mud wrestler.
Mud wrestling. I swear, dude, everybody wants to be in everybody's business. They wonder why you brought chicken for the 5th year in a row. It's 'cause it's
You
easy.
said you liked it.
You know, motherfuckers.
I
Easy,
do
like
this
you
for
said.
you
I like the dude.
specifically.
I like the dude that brings like the Kroger chicken, but then will eat the person's KFC chicken that they brought. They were
Yeah,
like, because
they're
they
like,
didn't.
"I don't want this."
I don't want the chicken I brought, but you have KFC and
I want some of that.
I want that.
I love
I
your
hate that
family
guy.
reunions. They got some good ass food, and
They always
someone
do, man.
always brings White Castle, and it makes me so fucking happy.
Yeah, dude.
Oh, so
crave
good.
cakes
Family
at the
reunions,
family.
man.
They're nice. We had one on the bad side of the family, or the redneck hillbilly stupid motherfucker. One. That's all we ever had, dude.
Yeah.
Somebody got in a fight. There was a lot of beer drinking and shit. It was so different than the one that we had, like our other family reunion.
That sounds like a family reunion.
Dude,
right
it
there,
was
boy.
it was
Yup.
rough. They never had it again. They were like, nope. Like all these, I think 2 or 3 people died too. Like no, not during
Not
the thing.
there.
I was about to say,
That's what I-
damn.
That's what I thought. I was like, shit, dude.
No,
Meth lab exploded.
But, yeah,
It's a
dude.
different kind of reunion.
That's, I don't know what
It was a
Final
rough
goodbyes.
side. Dude. My dad, we had a cousin, dude, and she has like what 8 kids, dude, and they're all from a different dad.
Yeah,
And
dude.
she just
passing
they are
that
rough
thing
side
out,
of the
boy.
family.
Yeah.
Boy. They're
She's
all
very
like,
open about it.
oh yeah, she's
I
open.
mean, I guess.
She would
She got no choice to be. She
I definitely. And that's the weird thing. Like my uncles all make jokes about like having sex with her. I'm like, dude, you're like related, and they're like, we don't care. And I'm like, I'm not from this family. It
No.
can't. This can't be true.
Oh, they open about it. Oh, they wild.
But she was open too. She was like, it was like, oh, it's just a second cousin. I'm like, that matters to
See,
me.
when you said open about it,
Yeah.
hey, whoa.
My dad said he went to a party
Real
one
open.
time. He was like, I went to a party one time and there was a line of guys out of this bathroom. He was like, when I walked in, it was my aunt giving blowjobs in the bathroom at this party. And I'm like,
Wow.
what is this? What movie am I watching?
Just giving mad toppy in the bath.
Just in the bathroom at a party. Just one after another.
Oh,
But she is a
gosh.
wild bitch. And she's
That's
She
open.
is
Wow,
wild,
that
yeah.
is
And she's
crazy.
older. She's got to
Yeah.
be in her 40s now.
Slurping
I
man.
tell you, they're
Not more than
They're
that.
the type of people that go to a funeral, and that's our family reunion, our funerals. And then there'll be a whole group of them smoking weed at the fucking casket. Yeah,
Oh,
just light up
shit.
right there.
Oh
at the
shit,
casket.
that's
Just
cool.
kidding.
Yeah,
Yeah.
dude, they go crazy, man.
mean,
Wow.
shit.
Cool, I get behind that.
Hell yeah, here, shit. Hey, we gonna pass
Every-
this motherfucker to you one more time. I know you can't hit it, but we gonna blow it
Everybody
in your
blow it in
face.
his face.
Yeah,
Blow it in his face, because I know that's how he wanted to go out,
that's
man.
exactly how you wanted to
Hold
go.
his nose.
Smoke
The
him out.
last funeral that we went to for his family, a fight almost broke out. Some girl was talking all wild
Oh,
and everything,
yeah,
and it
dude.
was like in the middle. She was like, "Hold on!" Like the
She stopped
pastor
the
was
pastor
talking
and everything. Yeah.
to say some shit.
It was
And
Can I
super
go to
weird.
the next thing? That you
Oh,
guys
it's
have?
great, dude.
Sure.
I love it.
Yeah. Why
For
she
sure.
do that? That's not a
Uh,
wedding.
Dude, it was
Right.
so weird, man. But they're a weird group.
For a
but
wedding where it's appropriate.
I mean, they say for anybody speak now or forever hold your peace. You know what I'm
Yes.
saying? Hold up, damn it, before you.
Before we put this casket in the ground, anybody want to say anything crazy?
on that side of the family, the funerals are definitely like the family reunion because they're always like, we should not get together when people die. And I'm like, this is probably the most appropriate time to get together.
Uh-huh, it's
Let's
the
not
only
have
time. I
another-
don't want to see you otherwise.
Yeah.
Hell no, man.
There's always a fight. But that's the weird side of the family. I got a weird
always a good
side
time.
and one that's like not so weird. They're still weird, but
The functional side.
the functional ones that did right, I guess.
I
No,
guess.
man.
Oh yeah.
Everybody good to go, ready to eat or something?
Fuck, I'm so hungry.
So
I
hungry,
ate
so
before I
hungry.
came, sadly.
Damn.
No.
You
dude.
dumb bastard.
Do you want me to send you home with some?
Uh-oh.
Don't threaten me with a good
Uh-oh.
time.
That's right.
No, man. Sleepy, we appreciate you coming on again, man.
Thanks
Yeah.
for having me
Podcast,
again,
dude.
man. This time it was really chill, man. We ain't really getting to no debating about no serious. Well, we kind of did.
Yeah, I was just saying, we did,
A little bit.
got a little bit on the religion.
Kinda
But no, dude, we appreciate you coming out again.
Thank you for having me, you guys. Thank you for having me again.
And
come anytime you want.
Have you had any new shit come out? Well, it's only been like a week or two. Like
has
a week.
to be.
Man, the man can only work so hard.
Hey,
know,
man,
dude.
I'm working, though. I'm working. I got up at 6 o'clock this morning, and I put a little work in.
Damn, that sounds
Nice.
terrible.
I went to sleep early.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
You know what I'm
man.
saying? I got drunk off Post Malone. Post Malone's fucking wine.
Oh,
Was
That
it
shit's
good?
disgusting,
Oh,
man.
no.
That shit's nasty, but it hits you good. It's like 12% alcohol.
Jesus.
That shit's good. Like
Ooh.
it's like once you first hit it, it gives you like the.
Yeah, you're like, oh yeah, this is okay.
That's the first thing I did. I was like,
Is it red or a white?
it's like rosé.
Okay.
It's not bad. It just has a peculiar taste to it.
Peculiar. It's
Peculiar.
not how you want your wine described.
I feel like that shit would be mixed with Bud Light too. Like,
It tastes like how
Yeah.
Post Malone
Absolutely.
look. I was
like Marlboro
Yeah.
100s. And
yeah, like something he would drink like a motherfucker. I'm just saying. That's how.
Dude, every time I see a new picture of him, like he has gone wild, like with all the tattoos, and then if he shaves his head, he has those tattoos on his. Like, dude, quit! You look really rough now, dude.
Yeah, like
The
Lil
dude
Wayne, he
looks
need to go and let his hair go, man.
Yeah.
I love him to death, dude.
Lil Wayne,
But he need to let it go, dog.
get rid of it.
Let it go. Just go ahead and be a fade, nigga. It's okay to get a fade, man.
I don't know what I
no
feel
shame
about
in a
that, dude.
fade.
I don't know if I'd recognize, other than like the face tattoos. I don't know if I would recognize him with a fade.
Everybody recognize Wayne.
Yeah.
Man. All he gotta do is show his teeth.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I was thinking that fucking grin.
Oh
He
yeah,
look
I
like,
can see
yeah,
that.
that's it. Everybody know him. You hear him. Oh yeah, that's Wayne over there.
Extra special guest just showed up. Lil
No.
Wayne.
Yes.
Something
Damn
like
it,
I feel him though, man. He want to keep his shit till the shit die out. I feel him, dog. I ain't mad.
Hanging
at him.
on. And you can see the spaces between each one of them now and shit.
Boy, you got it look
rough.
like burnt land, man. Like burnt land. I love Weezy, but Weezy, come on, man. You got all that money. You better pull that little LeBron in that Tory Lanez or something.
Yeah,
Go
dude.
get you some more hair.
I wonder if eventually will the dreads, like if they stop, like as far as like being tough enough to stay, will they end up just falling, like
Yeah.
pruning themselves?
Absolutely.
Yeah,
That'll
right,
fall
dude.
out.
Just like one hair hanging on some of them dreads.
Yes.
boy.
Yeah, buddy. I don't like that. I just go ahead and let that motherfucker go. I'm like, you ain't even got to hang on no more, little buddy. I
Yes,
get rid
I'll
of you
help
right
you.
now.
Did your time, man. Thanks for your work.
Ain't it though? You made me look good for a little while. You can go ahead and bounce, man.
You can always cut it a little shorter. What are they? Pleats? Is that what it's called? Or twisties?
Plats.
Plats. Yeah, that's what it is. Or something like
Yeah.
little ones.
The little.
Oh man, them shits
Go with
look
little.
weird.
I'll tell
Yeah.
you.
Like DL Hughley. He's
Ah,
got the
yeah.
little
Yeah.
twists.
DL got locks now. Shit, Them shit.
Damn.
it, man.
Huh?
I guess it's been
Oh,
a
yeah, he
long time
does.
since I've seen him.
Yeah, he got whole locks now. Shit.
No,
they
man.
still kind of short though, but he still got the
Yeah.
motherfuckers rocking.
Hell yeah.
I like his locks. It's
Definitely
just
let
nice.
us know when you get your new shit out, and then we'll post it on the Facebook, man. When
Thank you, man.
You're gonna
Thank
do
you.
another 4-song album. You can go for the 12,
Oh man, I'm going for 10 for the album.
10.
10 for the album.
I would throw
Damn.
those 4 on the new album too, though.
Oh, come on.
Oh man, that's
Like right
that's,
at the end
that's
or
his
something?
project right there. That's
Yeah.
that's his own project.
Oh, okay. So you're just gonna leave it like that?
Mm-hmm.
Nice.
That's something worth living for is his own project.
Nice.
Cool.
Yeah, let us know, man. We're excited to hear what else
He's
you got.
not
in store.
newfound glory.
Nah, I've been here for a minute now, man. I
That'd be
actually
fun.
looked at my SoundCloud and I got 50 fucking songs.
Damn, dude.
Woo.
50.
That's
Damn.
awesome.
You know what I'm saying?
never
Even
even
though some
listened
of
to
them
that
are
many
fucked
songs.
up,
It's
some of them
okay.
are not all great because I recorded some of them from my phone.
That's
Oh,
all
that's
right.
awesome.
But like
though.
now that you can really listen to my shit, you can tell the quality different now. So
That's what I was saying.
Hell
That
yeah.
the one you just showed me, as far as like, I like the fact that you can go back and listen to like when you first started, like putting that shit on SoundCloud, and then the evolution of it.
Yeah.
Even like your singing's gotten better. Like melodically, is just it's getting
Appreciate
better,
it.
man.
And
The
that's-
more you put in work.
and that just comes from studying people and studying music and stuff. And it's just like when my man's told me to take that little time off, just listen to people.
Yeah.
That was probably like the best thing ever because it kind of took my mind off actually working.
Like working.
You know what I'm saying? It's just like, all right, I see how he pieced that shit together.
Yeah.
And you know what I'm saying? Just listening to real lyrical people and be like, oh yeah, I can kind of tell why. Like I can kind of tell why a motherfucker probably wouldn't want to rap this whole song right now. Like nobody wants to rap God all the way through.
Right,
But
dude.
but it's real good to listen to if you like words. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, all right, man, I think I'm finding my little niche now. You know what I'm saying? I'm finding out where I belong. It's just kind of being myself for real. Because I overthink a lot. And it stops me from very much putting good shit out. And that shit kills me a lot. But I'm trying to slow up on that now. And it's feel like I'm me now. I'm here.
Oh, yeah.
You know what I'm saying? I'm ready to put some shit out. So I'm ready to do my thing.
Get on your guy. Get that one out quick. That one was good, man.
Yeah.
I got you.
No, but we appreciate you coming out. That was episode
Everybody
80.
go
I can't
vote.
believe 80.
Go vote.
Oh, yeah, go
Go
vote.
Vote for Joe Blow. Or not.
Joe Blow. But write in somebody. Good
Look,
God.
I say him just because I like Kamala. Is that how you say
Kamala
her name?
Harris.
Kamala?
Harris.
Okay.
Kamala's cool.
I'm gonna vote for the Brooklyn Brawler.
No, I
You
like
gonna
that
vote for
idea.
Mr. Trumpito? You voting for Trump?
No, man, the wrestler, the Brooklyn
Yeah,
Brawler.
the actual wrestler.
Brooklyn
Did you know
Brawler.
that Kanye was actually on the ballot? Did
Actually
you know
on
that?
it, dude.
Yeah,
Yep.
he's actually
I'll
on
show
it.
you. I
I'm
have
gonna
mine.
vote for that motherfucker there.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I can't
I didn't know he'd
stand
actually
Kanye
be on
right
it.
now, but I love him still. And I definitely
Yes.
want to see him do good, man.
Yeah, I didn't know he'd actually be on the ballot, but he
May
is. He's not a
graduate.
Yeah,
write-in.
he's
Oh,
just
yeah.
not in every state is all that it is, but he is in Kentucky.
Oh
Yeah,
yeah,
man.
I'm voting for him then.
Yep.
Oh,
They
yeah.
give me that. I was so conflicted. I'm like, do I vote for Joe Biden? Do
I
I
know.
vote for Trump? Because I did want to text y'all so bad and be like, yo, delete that me voting for Trump shit because I don't know for real who I'm voting for still.
Yes.
Take it out of the video.
But if you say Kanye West is on the ballot,
Yep.
that's fine. That gives
Yeah.
me a little more
yeah,
restitution.
then you can
Like,
get out of it.
Yeah,
Yeah.
because I don't care for Trump. I don't really care for Biden either. But
Yeah.
Harris, I love her, so
If you like
might
Harris,
go
though,
Biden.
Biden might die really soon after he
Absolutely,
gets elected.
that's I don't want him to die,
I'm
but
gonna
he's-
vote for that ticket and take out Biden, and then
yes.
There you go.
all
First.
as well.
Maybe
Joe
I should
don't
just
seem
write
too
Harris
bad,
in.
though, man. I
No,
don't know.
it doesn't. But I mean, we ain't got really good picks anyway. So
No.
if you have to write somebody in, we just need to get Trump out. Like, just push him.
I'm
Not
voting
just
for
joking.
Kanye West.
No, I'm not. Get him the fuck out now.
Kanye West 2020. Damn.
2020.
Hell
No, but I appreciate you coming out, man.
Thank you.
Ian, Sarah.
You're
Hey.
welcome.
Thank you
Hi.
all for being a part of this. Thank
Hey.
you, Adam. I appreciate
Yeah,
that.
thanks,
Thanks,
Adam.
Adam.
You did a
Thank
good
you,
job.
man.
Thank you,
Thank
Adam.
you, man.
Adam's
No,
the
but
truth,
there's
man.
You do
episode
all the
80,
work.
yo.
Put
Check
your
it out.
balls in my food.
Comment, share, like. Wildly Uninteresting Podcast.